traveled from my hometown Osaka, Japan, to the state of Georgia in the USA to investigate why so many Americans are battling with obesity. Join me as I eat what the average American eats.
Oh, you can already see the oil coming through. It's just so sweet. Everything I see is so sweet.
This is what normal Japanese people would eat. When I look at this American standard size, it's a lot of food. And move like the average American moves.
I feel like I'm risking my life to walk in America.
Japan saw America as the leaders of strength and fitness for many decades.
I welcome this opportunity to speak to the people of America about a subject which I believe to be most important, and that is the subject of physical fitness.
But within the last 30 years, something changed.
Researchers expect the problem to grow, with up to 44% of Americans projected to be obese by the year 2030.
And that makes me wonder, if I were born in America, would I be fat too? I've identified 5 key things that America does differently from Japan that's making them and keeping them fat, as well as the one thing they can do to get out of the obesity trap. But to really understand, I started my investigation with something that millions of Americans eat every day: fast food.
I'm gonna try Chick-fil-A for the first time in my life. Wow.
So this is the classic Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Oh my god, so good. I'm gonna try Taco Bell for the first time in my life. With the sauce? Oh my gosh, it's really good. You gotta put the hot sauce on your thing. Everybody should start making French fries like this. Serious about this.
So this is called the crispinata. Cookies and cream milkshake.
Oh, so good.
All of these foods were blowing my mind. And while that sounds like a good thing, it's actually related to one thing that I'm pretty sure is making and keeping Americans fat.
The land of the free and the home of the blank.
Home of the Whopper?
But first, let's take a look at what our fast food options in Japan look like. Of course, we have your typical American fast food chains. We even have chains that are both American and Japanese, like Wendy's First Kitchen, which is a merger of Wendy's and the Japanese burger chain Fast Kitchen. And the fun fact, we call Fast Kitchen fucking for short. So when you guys come to Japan, definitely stop by this place and then grab a Wendy's fucking chili burger and some Wendy's fucking french fries. And if you guys are feeling extra spicy, then why not pick up one of our fucking shirt? Anyway, outside of the American chains, we have our own chains that serve a variety of classics like udon, sushi, and curry rice. But the most common ones you'll find are the beef bowl restaurant like Sukiya. Slices of simmered beef on top of white rice, a side of hot soup, and some pickles. It's just simple whole foods that aren't too different from what you'd get from a home-cooked meal. And this leads me to the first part of the obesity trap. Some of the most easily accessible foods in America are made to be highly addictive. A study from the University of Kansas found that a certain combination of calories, fats, salt, sugars, and carbs can be used to create hyper-palatable foods, or HPFs for short. These are the foods that cause your brain actually crave more of it, the same way a smoker craves a cigarette or an alcoholic craves a drink. It's also been found in other studies that a high consumption of HPFs can mess up your body's natural feelings of fullness and satisfaction. So what exactly makes a food hyper-palatable? The first are foods with more than 25% of calories from fat and are about 0.3% sodium in weight, like bacon, cheese, and salami. The second are foods with more than 20% of calories from fat and more than 20% of calories from simple sugars, cookies, ice cream, and chocolate are a few. And third are foods with more than 40% of calories from carbs and are more than 0.2% sodium by weight, like pretzels, popcorn, and chips. So by combining these key things, you can make foods incredibly rewarding and addictive for brain. Let's take a look at our Chick-fil-A meal as an example. You've got the carbs from the bun, the salt and fat from the fried chicken patty, and if you dip the whole thing in a little bit of that Chick-fil-A sauce, congratulations! You've got something pretty close to the perfect HPF with flavors so strong, they almost make you feel like you are being held prisoner.
Let it go, please! No, don't! Don't do it, please!
Shut up, or the fat guy gets it.
Just do what the cow says.
Hurry up and do it.
Chick-fil-A! Eat more chicken!
The strong pleasure you get from these foods makes your brain rewire itself to seek more foods like this. Not only that, HPFs leads people into a state of hedonic hunger. This is when your brain tells you to start looking for HPFs even though you are not hungry whatsoever. That's why you can manage to find a space in your stomach for a piece of chocolate cake after dinner. But you can't do the same thing for boiled eggs or salad, for example. So when I see some of the really crazy things that American fast food restaurants have come up with over the years.
Burger King, hot Cheetos, mac and cheese.
Flamin' hot grilled cheese burrito.
Subway has a brand new Oreo footlong cookie.
Let's try the viral Panera mac and cheese.
Is that a KFC chicken sandwich with Cheeto sauce and also actual Cheetos on it?
Two unlikely candidates have teamed up. We have Pizza Hut and Cheez-Its.
I have to wonder if this company knows just how much harm they are causing. As we were pretty busy, we often had to prioritize convenience over health. One place that was a constant part of our trip was the gas station. So while I was there, I decided to pick up a healthy lunch. But walking in, I realized that it wasn't going to be easy as I thought.
Oh, so good. I don't see any vegetables though. The walking taco. Chili or cheese, so you can put whatever you want, how much ever you want. I've never seen anything like this in my country. As an experience, it's definitely fun, but I know it's not gonna be very healthy. Look at this, oh my gosh. Wow, it's like a junk food heaven. Why so vivid? And look at this, size of my face. So big.
Really? Nothing.
I would say 98% are junk food here. Extra large. Guys, I found extra large. This is like a joke for Japanese people. When you want to grab your lid, don't forget to grab some chips. They make it so easy to pick it up. Like it's everywhere. Giant, like all the way to the end, it's chips. Here's a bread section. Oh, everything is like a glazed or fried. Chocolates, this kind of stuff here. Just so sweet. Everything I see is so sweet. I didn't know it's so hard to find healthy options in American convenience store. I'm overwhelmed.
Which brings us to the next part of the obesity trap. It's more convenient to get junk food than it is to get healthy food.
Sweet, very sweet. Energy drink, very sweet. Dr. Pepper, Coke, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. Oh, looks like what we get in Japan. Looks like a green tea. Extra sweet. Oh, it's extra sweet tea. I finally see some vegetables here. Chef salad with ham and chicken. But I see so little vegetables here. More meat and cheese and dressings. This is the healthiest I could get, so.
But when you compare to Japan, it's just so much easier to find good, healthy options.
So compared to the gas station in America, we have so many options of non-sweet drinks. Starting from coffee, it's black, 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 black.
Black? Huh, that's the worst color there is. No offense there, Carl.
I get it all the time.
These are green teas. Like, no green tea has sugar here in Japan. Of course, guys, we have sodas, but in American gas station, you guys have a many selection of slushy and drinks with a big bottle. That's crazy. All right, so this is the cold food section. We have a lot of options here if you want to eat healthier. Look, we have so many choices of chicken. You get this kind of like a leafy vegetable salad. You can get natto here. And you can actually get the omelette, fish paste, and some squid. And if you want to be even healthier, you can get like seaweed. We are back from the gas station, and these are everything I got. So this is a Cobb salad with chicken and bacon, and this is 3 kinds of proteins. Cheese, ham, and cashew. There was not many choices for like a healthy option, so I just picked up super bland pistachio nuts. Apple. I don't think I can eat salad and then ham and then nuts and then jerky and the fruits every single day. I'm gonna get really really bored really quickly.
So these are the items I got from Japanese convenience store. So let's start with this salad. So this has a shredded steamed chicken, some eggs and sauce, miso flavor stewed mackerel. And for more protein, this is a charcoal grilled chicken breast, Japanese style omelette. It's pretty good too. Sea vegetable called hijiki. It's pretty sweet, but it has a lot of nutrition and fibers. This is surprisingly good. This is a tofu chocolate bar. 89 kilocalorie, very low calorie compared to eating an actual chocolate bar. If I want to eat healthier, there are a bunch of other healthier dishes that I didn't pick up.
I think the inconvenience of finding healthy foods easily in America is also closely related to this issue that I ran into.
So today we're gonna have lunch at Chipotle! Woo!
I chose bowl, which comes with rice, chicken, extra grilled vegetable, fresh tomatoes, and then some lettuce, and extra guacamole.
I actually found it pretty tasty and definitely healthier than these options. But I couldn't help but wonder, if I don't want to eat Chipotle, what healthy options can I have? When it comes to eating out, I felt like I constantly had to choose between healthy or unhealthy. There seemed to be this giant gap in the middle that didn't really exist. And this is another key component of obesity trap. There isn't enough variety when it comes to food options. First, in Japan, there are tons of places that exist in this gap. These would be places like beef bowl, conveyor belt sushi, or soba restaurants. Again, these aren't the healthiest foods, but they are definitely much better than the burger and fries, or some spiced mystery meat served in a deep fried tortilla. Even places that aren't known for having healthy food have lots of healthy options you can add to customize your meal. Take Japan's biggest curry chain restaurant, Kokoichi, for example. This cutlet curry is definitely not healthy, and at 1,306 calories for some curry sauce, rice, and a fried pork cutlet, it's definitely bad for you. But they also offer tons of options on their menu to let you build a decently healthy meal.
So here is actually a low-carb curry, which I ordered. So instead of rice, you get cauliflower rice. These are the toppings that you can actually add. Yes, you can see a lot of fried food, but you can get natto, you can get crumb shells, spinach, some boiled egg, and also, of course, we have salad options. You can still eat this and then you can still feel healthier.
Like this curry I made with curry sauce, boiled spinach, cauliflower rice, natto, and a soft boiled egg. And all this comes in at just 435 calories.
You can still eat healthy in a slightly junkier restaurant in Japan by ordering like this.
Second, there isn't enough nutritional variety in many American meals when you eat out. Let me compare my classic American breakfast to a traditional Japanese one.
Fried egg, soaked in oil. Very looking greasy, hash brown and sausages, 2 stack of pancake, and then, wow, it's a big chunk of whipped butter.
I also added a salad to my order, which isn't a very common dish for Americans to have for breakfast. But let's compare that to what we traditionally eat for breakfast in Japan.
You can already tell this is very nutritiously diverse, right? Grilled salmon has a really good fat. And this is sea vegetable, seaweed, and then stewed seaweed, and fermented food. Yes, miso soup, and it has some spring onion and more seaweed inside. And natto, of course, you cannot go without natto. So those are very good for your gut bacteria. Raw egg for more protein. I got a small bowl of rice and also extra vegetable. You can get many different kind of nutrition food in one meal in Japan.
And that's not to say that American food is unhealthy or bad. I loved everything I ate in the States. But coming from Japan, where the nutritional aspect is just as important as the taste, I had to really think about what this food would do to me over the long term. Another thing I noticed is that Americans don't get as much fermented things in their diet compared to Japanese people. You guys have yogurt, but that's an additional food that you have to eat. We use a lot of fermented ingredients within the dish like miso, rice vinegar, and even pickles are commonly served with rice. We get a lot of these probiotic foods without even realizing it. And eating all of these foods was causing me to feel bloated and have shallow sleep. So to help with that, I picked up a bottle of Koso, a Japanese postbiotic drink made in Japan with over 100 natural ingredients, including vegetables, fruits, seaweeds, and mushrooms. These ingredients are fermented for over a year with several probiotic cultures to create enzymes that can improve your gut health. I tried a 7-day breakfast cleanse. I just had some Koso mixed into a glass of water instead of the usual heavy breakfast I was eating. The flavor kind of reminds me of cola syrup, so it was really easy to enjoy in the morning. After a few days, I really started to feel less bloated and I was starting to sleep deeper as well. Koso is perfect if you or a loved one wants to take your gut health seriously. And you can save 15% of your first bottle by using the link in the description or scanning the QR and using my code Mrs. Eats. Sign up for a subscription plan with my code to save even more. So if you've been looking for a way to make real positive impact on your health, then try Koso. I know that when you eat out, healthy food isn't always the highest priority. So I visited a place in America where you have an endless supply of healthy options, the grocery store. We stopped by at the Walmart, and in the parking lot, I saw something really fat. This was really good to see and was a great example of some of the unique and interesting culture that Japanese people love about the US. Another thing that Japanese find interesting about American culture is this.
Giant pizza! Oh my gosh, it's open. Whoa! What? What?
Foot-long Subway cookie.
Instead of calling America the land of the free, you guys should change it to the land of the food.
Look at this giant Reese's Puffs.
Morning cereal.
Morning cereal. So big. It's the size of my pillow. Seriously, people buy this big?
Uh-huh.
The portion sizes were massive compared to Japan's.
Japanese cereal is so small. It's only like 220 grams. It's so light. I think they just stuffed until here. It's very small amount.
And this is another part of the obesity trap, the abundance of food. This is a double-edged sword because having too much food is better than not having enough. If this abundance only applied to whole foods like meat and vegetables, that would be great. However, it also applies to junk food and sodas. This is Japanese standard size potato chips. And this is American standard size potato chips. As you can see, the size is already very different. Oh wow, exactly 55.5 grams. But actually, this is only half of the actual American standard size potato chips. So let's put in more so that will be equal to American standard size. So now this is 216. So standard American size is 226.8 grams, which is 8 ounces, which is actually more than this. This is what, normal Japanese people would eat. When I look at this American standard size, wow! Is this like a big party happening or something? Now I'm curious because we have this body size potato chips. Is it bigger than American standard size or smaller? 160 grams. Yeah, look at this. This is the biggest we could go in Japan. But American size is like even much bigger than this. Wow, that's a lot of food. I can imagine, somebody, keep eating this, like maybe they could finish the bag in one day, but that's a lot of calorie too. But when you combine the huge portion sizes with this next thing, you've got a really dangerous combo.
So one thing I noticed about coming to American grocery store, they actually give away a lot of food for free. So for example, this tomato sauce, buy one, get the one free. It's crazy. You don't even have to pay extra to get two. This one also, buy one, get one free. Wow. Baker's Delight looks very sweet. I don't have to pay extra penny to get one more. I'll just get it. It's just so easy. Wow. How about this one? Buy two, get one free. So here, there's no buy one and get one free section. We don't have such a concept, American. It's almost like your country is like encouraging a lot of people to buy more for a lower price. It sounds good for maybe poorer people because they can get double, but is it a really good thing or not?
This wasn't the first time I noticed free food being given away. Certain restaurants we went to, we got free bread or chips before the meal. And free soda refills were available at all the fast food places.
Hey, we can get the free refill.
Yep, you can get free drink refills. Yes, in America you get free drink refills.
President of America, you should stop doing this. It's not good for your people.
That's not to say that having so much food is bad. It's definitely a better problem for your country than having a little to no food. But I can see how this blessing can also be a curse.
Food helps me to escape the depression that I've had for a long time.
Even though it's very difficult to get around, I truly love shopping for food.
I would say when the ice cream man pulls up, it's the best part of my day. The treats make it worth it for me to push myself to walk outside.
We spent a lot of time talking about the food, but that's only half of the issue with American obesity crisis. The other half has to do with this one simple thing that Japanese do every day.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
The thing that confuses me is the US has been the leader in fitness innovations. Many of the most popular and well-known exercise programs in Japan have come from America, like aerobics and CrossFit. And Japan's most iconic exercise program, Radio Taiso, was actually an adaptation of the 1920s American radio program Setting Up Exercise. And while you guys have stopped this program completely, Japanese people still do it today, almost 100 years after it was introduced to us. America also has way more gyms than Japan, around 13.2 gyms for every 100,000 Americans, compared to 9.9 gyms per 100,000 Japanese. Despite this, the average Japanese person is way slimmer than the average American. So why does such a fitness-leading country like the US have way more fat people than Japan? Well, this is the final part of the obesity trap that Americans are stuck in. They don't move enough. When you look at the average Japanese person's day, it's filled with a lot of walking. By the time a Japanese person finally ends the day, they've already gotten around 8,000 to 10,000 steps. For the average American who commutes by car, it's a rare day when they break 5,000 steps. And I totally get why you guys need cars in the first place. Your country is huge. And because everything is pretty far away from each other, your average speed limits are much faster than in Japan. These two things make America very pedestrian unfriendly. I learned that firsthand.
So now I'm in America, walking in a walking path. But to be honest with you, I feel so uncomfortable walking here. The car feels so close to me and it's just nothing here. All I could hear is the really loud sound of cars. That's it, nothing else. Before I came to America, Mr. Eats told me, oh, American people don't walk. Okay, I understand why American people don't want to walk. It's not very pleasant, it's not enjoyable. It's kind of sad. Let's run, let's run! I feel like I'm risking my life to walk in America. The walk path kind of here. Oh my God. Why they don't have a walking path? You know, in Japan, I sometimes walk to the grocery store. I see a flower shop, bakery. It's kind of nice to see, you know, stop by at those shops. But here, all I see, cars. It's not very pleasant to walk outside in America. All right, safest way to walk here. You cross this small fence and then again this is very soft.
On the other hand, a lot of Japan is quite walkable. Places where you need a car, like this countryside area, have suitable walking paths.
We are in a very countryside of Japan. More countryside than the place we went in America. But as you can see, I'm walking in the walking path. And then this walking path is not gonna end in the middle of the street. So in Japan, we have a concept that you should be able to walk places to places. So that's why we have small paths almost anywhere in Japan. So even if you are living in such a rural area, you have a way to get exercise. If you want to buy a grocery, you can still walk safely. So we just saw a bicycle girl, right? And I imagine if she was in America and riding a bike like that, she would get hugged, right? Japanese people accept that people walk in the walking path. Sometimes bicycle ride on the road. So we have like okay, this is what we see, this is what we expect. So it's very comfortable as a pedestrian living in Japan. Can you see, guys? There's nothing here, but you can still see the sidewalk here for somebody to walk.
Oh, it's a high school student.
Yeah, high school student. Another pedestrians.
But in Japan, health and fitness goes beyond walking. The key idea is to move the body. Going back to Radio Taiso, I found it interesting that for many decades, Western countries found it pretty strange.
Hang on a minute, why can't he do that before he got to work? If he wants to do exercise, why is he doing it in work time?
In fact, it was often used as a way to show how weird Japan was.
We will begin with our morning exercises.
And you might have also seen these laughably bad videos from an old Japanese exercise program called Zuiking English.
Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me.
For Americans, when you look at this and you look at this, which one says exercise to you? How about this versus this? For many Japanese people, it's not about intensity of the exercise. It's about a totality of movement throughout the day. The importance of total daily movement can be seen in a study that compared American and Japanese men. Researchers looked at how many steps they took each day and how much moderate to vigorous exercise they did. They found that walking more throughout the day was linked to better waistline and metabolic health in both countries. The moderate to vigorous exercises can also improve your health, but which looks easier and more sustainable for the average American? This or this? But when much of your country is pedestrian unfriendly like this, it's totally understandable why you guys struggle to move enough each day. There's one more component to America's obesity trap that I'd like to share with you. It has a lot to do with how divided the United States is when it comes to what's considered healthy and unhealthy. However, this discussion might be a little too heavy for this video. I'll be talking about in depth on my Patreon, so please consider signing up as a paid member to get access to that video when it's out. During my time in America, I kept asking myself this one question. If I was born here, would I be fat? I really hate to admit this, but yes, I think I would. I really do feel bad for my American friends, because your environment seems to push you towards more food and less exercise. It seems to push you towards bigger, bolder flavor and away from simple, natural tastes. It seems to reward you for getting more food and punish you for getting less. Some people argue that this is all due to the government and companies pushing these things on everyone. I do agree that they have a hand in all of this, but ultimately, the only solution to get out of this trap is yourself. And this is true whether you live in America or Japan. In the end, we have to choose the good things and not choose the bad. It's way easier said than done, but your choice is the only thing you have full control over. And please, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that people are just lazy or just put down the fork. If you've been struggling with weight or food addictions, I totally get it, because I know someone with that exact same struggle, but is now choosing to deal with it. My husband.
When I was teaching at schools, I was moving a lot more. It would be very easy for me to get 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I work from home now. And so a lot of the times I have access to the fridge. I don't have to move that much. Whether you're in Japan or America, anybody can gain weight in this kind of situation. I think the point where I really wanted to change was actually when we met with Nicholas Pettis, the Blue-Eyed Samurai.
And Angela, his wife.
We did a video with them in Osaka. And being with them was really cool.
They were like so sharp, and then even though they're so busy, they're super productive and they're super fun, super nice. I was just so curious. I want to become like you. Tell me. Tell me what I should do. And he said, oh, why don't you start burpees? For most of Japanese people, never heard of the exercise called burpees.
Originally, you started trying them at home by yourself. And I remember I was laying there watching you. I was like laying on the ground watching you. I was like, yeah, it's really hard, right? Yeah, see, I told you. I don't know why, but I just decided to join you because like, why not? You're doing them, so like I might as well join. And you never told me to do it. In the beginning, they were really hard. It was painful.
Hardest exercise I've ever done in my life.
You know, I think it was probably after day 10 where I didn't mind doing it, even though they never got easier. And so doing those 30 days straight, when I saw my strength improving, when I saw my stamina improving, why not take my, other parts of my health seriously?
Nobody forced him to do them. He could have quit at any time, but for 30 days straight, he kept saying yes, no matter how hard it was, and trust me, the burpees never get easier. It was his choice and he chose to keep showing up with me. And now he is choosing to live better. We've decided that we are going to keep doing burpees every day for as long as we can. We are also choosing to incorporate more healthy habits and daily movements. And most importantly, we are choosing to eat foods that help our bodies rather than hurt it. So my American friends, I know you have a tough battle ahead of you, but if you've been meaning to lose weight and get healthy, choose to start today. It might not be easy, but the best things in life never are. And no matter how hard things get, remember that you have 2 friends in Japan who are on the journey with you. God bless you guys, and thanks for watching. Okini!
Do I have to go down? 900 burpees right here!
Great job, team.